Hey, my friend, you made it. Welcome to the advanced character creation, where in this episode, we will cover advanced ways to get consistent images for a character that you are creating. Roll up your sleeves because we're going to have tons of fun today. We talked about using guided image or reference images to help guide the AI in the direction you want your images to turn out. And I bet some of you may be wondering, but where do we get the guide image? Or what's the best way to create a guide image? When you want to get a lot of guide images of the same character done, there are numbers of prompts you can add into your description. These will really help you create a character and keep that character consistent. These prompts include, but are not limited to, expression sheet, list of expressions, character design sheet, full body reference sheet, character reference sheet with several angles, isolated design asset, full body view, side view, rear view, T-pose, front and back view, 2 character sheets of X, front view, back view, and character model. And for our example today, we will talk about our character that one of my clients created, which is a blue jay. Here's an important thing to note. If you're starting from zero and a complete beginner, trying to create images for a children's book, for example, it is highly recommended that you use animals as the main character. Why? Because animals are a lot easier to create consistent images for than humans. So let's start with the first example prompt, shall we? Large blue jay, multiple poses and expressions. Children's book illustration style, simple, cute, blue, yellow feet, white crest, perfect beak, flat color, and no outline. Notice how the beginning of the prompt, the text in blue, will change as we create new images. But the last part of the prompt, the one in black text, will stay the same every time we create an image. Why? Because that is a style that we have decided upon that should not change from image to image. And here's the mock-up for this blue jay character. Notice how in each photo you can see the feet? That's because it's part of our prompt. We told AI it has yellow feet, and that's why it included it. Once we upscale the image, it can really help you decide what direction you want to go in. Like this one. If you bought this book for your child, how would you feel? You'll probably wonder, why is this bird so angry? Provoking, right? It's like this bird is in a bad mood, which is probably what you don't want in a kid's book. And you can see another upscale mock-up. This came out pretty good, but depending on your preference, you might feel there's too much yellow on this blue bird. And because the title of the book is Bluebird, not Blue and Yellow Bird, at the end, my client went with this one as the default character design. The default guide image that will help push AI in the right direction every time you work on this character. Here's a tip. To use this mock-up effectively, it's a good idea to crop and create a separate file for each of the bird, so that you have one image looking slightly left, one looking left at a 45-degree angle, and another looking completely left. And you can crop them using any photo editing app, like even Microsoft Paint. When you do this, you now have many references guide image for this character with multiple poses and expressions. Depending on the angle, the pose, and the expression, you can pick the guide image that you want and create images based on that reference photo. Like, let's say, the first chapter of the children's book is the bird happy on a tree branch. And here's the prompt. Reference image link, large blue jay, happy on a tree, branch, joy. And then the same list of styles and variables and parameters we covered earlier. So, with this as our guide image, we are able to create these images from that. What do you think? If you are just starting from scratch with no experience, this is a great start, isn't it? Well, we can continue. Using this as the guide image, we can write another prompt. Reference image link, large blue jay, angry, side-on-side view, chirping at a child. And we get this. It got the first part right, but it's not chirping at a child. And if we really wanted that, we can add weights to the prompt, like reference image link, large blue jay, angry, colon 1, space, side-on, side view, colon 2, space, chirping at a child, which will make the side view and chirping at the child more important than the angry blue jay. It is also important to note that if you hit the redo button, it will not include the seed image. To use a seed image again, you need to copy and paste it into the prompt again each time you want to use it. Here's another prompt. Reference image link, large blue jay sitting on a branch, left view, left looking. We get this, with at least 2 of them sitting on the branch looking towards the left. And when we upscale them, the image will look even better, right? Now, the eyes and the detail are more prominent. Let's actually do a weighting experiment. Using this guide image looking straight at us and this prompt. Reference image link. Large blue jay standing on a picnic table in park. Column 1. A large park background. Column 2. Meaning the large park background is more important than the bird. And then we get this. What do you think? It definitely captures a child's imagination because the background is very prominent, and with the bird front and center facing us looks like a gigantic bird and the hero of our story.